Now AMD's APU lineup offers excellent options for an entry-level gamer. Today I'm showing a $300 gaming PC featuring the Ryzen 3 2200G, which is based on the first generation Ryzen architecture. This can handle lighter eSports titles with ease and is also capable of playing newer games at lower settings. This is the HardwareHub, and let's get right into it. So before we start, I would like to quickly mention I have links to everything in the description, so check those out if you're interested. But with that out of the way, let's get into the build itself. Now in this build, of course, I went with an APU, which is a CPU with very strong integrated graphics. The APU in this build is the AMD Ryzen 3 2200G for $80. This is a quad-core APU based on the original Zen architecture. It comes clocked at 3.5 GHz with a boost clock of 3.7 GHz. Now this is unlocked, so you are able to overclock it to max out its potential. The 4 cores that this has will make day-to-day tasks like web browsing and doing homework smooth, and it can also handle some moderate multitasking. In most games, 4 cores will be enough, but in some certain newer titles, it might be a little bit limiting. Video editing on this CPU is also a possibility, but I would not recommend going past 1080p video with the CPU. Now this also comes with Vega 8 graphics, which, as you will see in the benchmarks, provides a very good entry-level gaming experience. So for $80, you're getting quite a lot of value. Now for the motherboard, I went with the ASRock B450M Pro 4-F for $74. This motherboard comes with 4 RAM slots, 4 SATA ports, and 2 M.2 slots. Now this leaves room for expanding the RAM capacity in the future, since you do have 4 RAM slots which are not going to be all occupied. And having 2 M.2 slots definitely gives you room to upgrade in the future, which is important and means that this motherboard can probably last you through a few upgrades. Having the AM4 socket means that you will be able to upgrade to the Ryzen 2000 and 3000 series after a few BIOS updates, which gives you a lot of options to upgrade the CPU down the line. The B450 chipset is important to have as it unlocks overclocking for the CPU, which is what you want if you want to increase your performance. At this budget, you really want to get as much performance as you want, because even a 10% increase in performance can mean the difference between an unplayable and playable experience. So altogether, it's a nice mid-range board with a decent amount of expandability options. For the RAM, I went with the Team Vulkan 8GB set for $37. This is a dual channel kit that comes clocked at 3000 MHz. This is a pretty high clock speed for RAM, so you'll definitely see an improvement in performance compared to lower clock speeds, especially since this is an APU which has no dedicated VRAM, and because Ryzen in general benefits from having faster RAM. The 8GB capacity is not the highest, but it is enough for games at its performance level and will do fine in regular tasks like web browsing and word processing. So this will get the job done for this PC. For the storage, I went with the Seagate Barracuda 1TB for $38. This is a SATA 6 hard drive that spins at 7200 RPM and has 64 MB of cache. This is not the highest end storage drive out there, but it is from a well-known brand, and I personally use this drive myself in my current PC. Up until about a month ago, it served as my main PC drive, and I can confidently recommend it to another budget builder. The main reason I went with this hard drive over SSDs and other hard drives is the excellent price per gigabyte. It offers excellent value and will serve the needs of this PC very well. For the case, I went with the Roswell FBM06 for $30. Now this is obviously a budget-oriented case, and it doesn't come with any major bells and whistles like side panel windows or PSU shrouds. However, it does have all the features that you need, like some USB 3 ports on the front I/O, a few drive bays, and a decent amount of fan mounts. Cable management is not going to be very pretty, but it will be good enough, and it won't matter that much either because this case does not have a side panel window. So this case is perfect for this PC as it has a modern outer look and comes with all the basics that you need for this PC build. Now for the power supply, I went with the 500W Seasonic for $47. This is an 80+ bronze rated unit that is non-modular and comes with 2 A pins. Now having 2 A pins is important because it means that this PSU will be compatible with pretty much any mid-range GPU from AMD and Nvidia. The 500W capacity is a bit overkill for this PC, but it's nice to have since it leaves you with a lot of headroom for overclocking and also gives you headroom for upgrading your power-hungry components like your CPU and GPU. This is definitely a nice PSU and should last you a few PC builds. Now after seeing all those parts, you're probably wondering, how will this perform? Now in the latest games like Far Cry 5 and Assassin's Creed Odyssey, you will have to drop the resolution and settings to get a playable frame rate. In lighter games like League of Legends and Fortnite, you could definitely play at 1080p, high to ultra settings, and get above 60 FPS. So this PC is perfect for esports gamers and for gamers who want to try playing some higher end games and are willing to drop the settings. If you have any questions about this PC or PC building in general, please leave a comment down below and I'll help you down there. Also, I would like to quickly mention once again, I have links to everything in the description, so check those out if you're interested. But yeah guys, that's all for today. If you liked the video, please be sure to hit the like button. If you didn't like it, please dislike the video and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next one.